Hey guys, and today we're going to see how much stuff can fit into the trunk of the 2017 Fiat 500L. Now before I get this review rolling, I would like to thank Rick Case Fiat in Weston, Florida for allowing me to review this vehicle for you guys. If you are interested in purchasing a brand new Fiat and live in the South Florida area, don't hesitate to check them out. They will get you into the perfect Fiat in no time. And remember that all of DriveAndBeDriven's reviews are 100% honest and 0% biased. So, let's get started. Now I did conduct a complete in-depth review of the 2017 Fiat 500L, so if you are interested in knowing a little bit more information about this vehicle, don't hesitate to check out that complete in-depth review. But today we are going to see exactly how much stuff you can fit into the trunk of the 2017 Fiat 500L. Alright, now there is a total of only one way to unlock the trunk of the 2017 Fiat 500L, as well as only one way to open up the trunk of the 2017 Fiat 500L. So to unlock the trunk of this vehicle, all you have to do is come to your key fob design right here and hold down on the button all the way down at the bottom of your key fob, and it will flash your hazards indicating that the tailgate has been unlocked. All you have to do is walk up to the rear, right beneath your Fiat logo, right beneath your 500L lettering, there is going to be your license plate holder, and right above that license plate spot there is going to be a rubber pad that you will press on, and it will unlock your tailgate, and then you just push it one more time and it will open up your tailgate all the way. And you are going to notice that this tailgate is going to be pretty heavy inside of the Fiat 500L. And that's actually something that is a little bit of a downside for me, especially if you don't want to be lifting a very heavy tailgate and if you have lots of things in your hands. That's why I would have definitely liked to have seen Fiat add some type of foot swiper underneath the rear bumper, as well as maybe some type of powered trunk on your key fob design. But overall, the Fiat 500L is going to have a very large opening here, so that is going to be one upside to having this overall design. Also, another thing I did want to show you is that you can stand under the tailgate right here with no problem. I have just about maybe 4 to 5 inches of headroom above my head when I am standing under here, so that is going to be no problem if you are going to be 5'11", 6 feet, 6'1", maybe even 6'2". You will be able to fit underneath this tailgate with no problem. But what you are going to be looking at right here with the rear seats folded up is going to be 22.4 cubic feet of space. And in comparison to some of its competitors, while the 500L doesn't have many direct competitors, you can compare this vehicle to vehicles such as the Nissan Juke, the Mini Cooper Countryman, the Honda Fit, the Kia Soul, and the Volkswagen Golf Sport Wagon. And this vehicle is actually going to rank towards the tops of its class if you are comparing it to some of those vehicles. So the Nissan Juke is going to have just about 10.5 cubic feet of space. The Mini Cooper Countryman is going to have just about 15.89 cubic feet of space. The Honda Fit will have just about 16.6 cubic feet of space. The Kia Soul ranking at just about 18.8 cubic feet of space. This is when the Fiat 500L will come right in at 22.4 cubic feet of space, and then the Volkswagen Golf Sport Wagon will have 30.4 cubic feet of space. But looking inside of here, Fiat does furnish inside of the overall cabin inside of this vehicle fairly well. You are going to have sort of like this material at the bottom, pretty traditional to most vehicles. But one thing that is not going to be very traditional to most vehicles is that it is going to have a 2-shelf storage solution. So you can grab right on this little handle right here and pull out the floor inside of the Fiat 500L, and you are going to have your fix-a-flat kit right here, as well as your amplifier right there. You're also going to have a Beats logo right here, so that is definitely a pretty neat feature since this vehicle does have a Beats premium audio system inside of it. But you can put this floor right on that second tier, and it is going to give you a higher load floor right there, as well as a second storage area right there, so you can put things underneath there as well as some more things on top of there. Also, looking inside of here, they do give you two cubbies inside of the Fiat 500L's cargo area. That is going to be a netted pocket, a hard pocket right there. On the other side, you will also have that same netted pocket and a hard pocket right there. And the Fiat 500L unfortunately only comes with one lighting feature in the back right here, and that is going to be this incandescent bulb, which is going to be only on the left side. You are not going to have one of those on the right side. Now, the Fiat 500L under the load floor cannot get a spare compact tire. I'm not sure if on other trim levels you can possibly get that, but I would imagine that it's probably going to be a dealer accessory or an aftermarket accessory if you are looking for that. But you can fold down the rear seats inside of the 2017 Fiat 500L, and one special thing that this vehicle has is going to be called their tumble seating. So you can just pull this right here, and it is going to fold down the seats and tumble them forward, which is definitely a neat feature. I believe that's pretty much a class exclusive. I don't really know many other vehicles that actually do this in this price range, so that is definitely something special that the Fiat 500L does offer to its class. And once you fold down those seats, you are going to be looking at just about 68 cubic feet of space, and in comparison to some of its competitors, that is going to be blowing all of those competitors out of the water. This vehicle is going to be much larger than all of those competitors. The Nissan Juke is going to only have 35.9 cubic feet of space. The Mini Cooper Countryman is going to come in at just about 49.09 cubic feet of space. The Kia Soul at 49.5 cubic feet of space. The Honda Fit at 52.7 cubic feet of space. The Volkswagen Golf Sport Wagon at 66.5 cubic feet of space. And then the Fiat 500L topping all of those vehicles with 68 cubic feet of space. And when you think about it, this is actually practically compact utility vehicle territory. This vehicle is right up there with its competitors from Ford. For example, the Ford Escape, the Toyota RAV4, and even the Honda CR-V are going to have very close to the cargo numbers that this Fiat 500L has, which is definitely something very neat that the Fiat 500L offers. But you can fold down these seats flat, so if you want to have these seats folded flat, you can also do that inside of the Fiat 500L. So let me show you that really quick here. So you can push this down and you can have it laying flat if you don't want that tumble feature. So if you do come back here with that tumble feature not engaged, you will see that you are going to have a flat transition from your cargo load floor to the backs of your seats. Now, the backs of your seats are not going to have any plastic lining. We've definitely liked to have seen some plastic lining on there, but overall this is going to be a very neat feature. And actually there are a total of 7 customizations that you can do with these rear seats, so I am going to show you them right now. Alright, so now let's see how a pool noodle with a 5.3 foot long length fits widthwise inside of the trunk of the 2017 Fiat 500L. So let's put in this pool noodle right there, and you are going to see that this pool noodle is going to curve up quite a bit here, so it is not going to fit completely, so I am going to deduct a few points for that. But let's see how this pool noodle fits with this rear seat folded down. Alright, now I did just fold down this seat off camera really quick, so let's see how this pool noodle fits behind the driver's seat. And that driver's seat is going to be adjusted to my comfort at 5'11", the same as I do with all of the other vehicles that I test. And I did push it all the way to the back of there, and the pool noodle is going to fit inside the trunk of the 2017 Fiat 500L lengthwise, so that's definitely something good. You're actually going to see that you do have a little bit of extra space right there to put whatever you may need in there. So if you are trying to haul wood that is 5.3 feet long, or something like furniture that is 5.3 feet long, rest assured that you will most likely be able to fit it lengthwise inside of the trunk of the 2017 Fiat 500L. Alright, so now let's see how a 22-inch suitcase fits height-wise inside of the trunk. And we are going to put that in, pushed all the way against the wall and all the way back. And you are going to see that it is not going to protrude out of the cargo area at all. So this should be able to close here with no problem. And that tailgate is going to close there with the 22-inch suitcase lifted up. All right, so now let's see how this is going to fit if we do fold down the suitcase right here. And this suitcase is going to be laying down right here, and you are going to see that it is not going to be protruding out of the cargo area at all right there. So that is definitely another good thing. But one thing that Fiat adds, just in case if you are hauling around a larger suitcase, is that you can move up that seat right there a total of 4 inches. So that is going to maximize the overall length that you can get inside of the Fiat 500L. So if you do just come right under here and pull on this lever, it's easiest if you are sitting inside of the seat. If you pull it up, it is going to decrease legroom quite a bit, but it will expand your cargo area drastically by actually up to 4 inches. So right here you are going to see that you do have so much more room inside of here. So you can push this on forward and you will have just about an additional 4 inches of length right there as well. So that is definitely a neat feature inside of the 2017 Fiat 500L. Alright, so now let's see how many laundry baskets with an 11-inch height and a 17-inch diameter fit inside of the trunk of the Fiat 500L with the rear seats folded up. Now, to give the Fiat 500L as much of an advantage as possible, I did move this seat as well as this seat 4 inches forward, as much as it can go forward, since the vehicle does offer it, and I am going to take advantage of that. So let's put in our first laundry basket here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it looks like we can fit a 6th one right inside of here. 6 and 7. So I did just pack a total of 7 laundry baskets inside of here. So let's see if this does close up. And the trunk is going to close, so the Fiat 500L can surprisingly fit a total of 7 laundry baskets with those rear seats folded up. I mean, that is quite impressive. I don't think many other vehicles can even do that unless you're looking at some other vehicles that I reviewed which are ranked a lot larger. So for a compact rated vehicle, that is incredible. Alright, so now let's see how many of those laundry baskets can fit inside of the trunk of this vehicle with the rear seats folded down. So let's first put in our first one here. We have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it looks like we can fit a 9th one right here. So we can fit a total of 9 laundry baskets with the rear seats folded down instead of the 2017 Fiat 500L, and that is definitely very, very impressive, especially for a compact rated vehicle. So let's close this up. Another thing I did want to point out is that Fiat is going to give you this very helpful helper handle right here. It is going to be a very durable handle. You just grab right onto it and pull it right on down, and that is definitely going to be needed since this tailgate is pretty heavy on the 2017 Fiat 500L. And one feature that is going to allow the Fiat 500L to grasp a few more points in my how much stuff can you fit in that trunk test is going to be the overall rear seat functionality that the Fiat 500L does offer. So you can move up this rear seat by about 4 inches, maximizing the cargo area back there by a total of 4 inches in length. And you can also square off this rear seat. So we are going to have it in its furthest reclined position right now, but you can also move this up and put it in this more squared and more of a 90-degree angle, squaring off the cargo area back there, increasing the cargo area with the rear seats folded up even more. Well, that's it for this cargo review. Comment and tell me what you would like to see in future videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is Marcus, and thanks for watching Drive and Be Driven. Keep it positive, and I'll see you next time. You can become a Drive and Be Driven driver today. Just simply click the subscribe button and you'll become a part of the Drive and Be Driven circle. Subscribing will allow you to stay up to date with the Drive and Be Driven YouTube channel. Thank you to all of my current Drive and Be Driven drivers for driving me towards my goals and dreams. Stay subscribed for more awesome videos like this one.